How many?
Got it.
No, I didn't.
It's right there again.
See, you can't do the fucking grasp like that with
Clap
bugs.
above it.
Yeah, because the fucking wind flow pushes them aside. You got
Like the force.
Clap.
You just did it again.
Oh, I actually had them in my hand.
Did you let
Look,
it go?
no one can see where I wanted to talk to you about this. Stop clapping. I haven't said anything yet.
Okay, I got it.
Mdatm and the Midget Podcast. Mdatm and the Midget Podcast. Mdatm and the Midget Podcast. Mdatm and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
Well, it's always off the rails before it starts.
All right, look. How many famous people, quote unquote, have you taken a picture with? So you got Kevin Hart, right?
I didn't get a picture of Kevin Hart.
You didn't?
No.
Why did I think that? Who's that tiny black man that you friend from college?
I wouldn't talk about it.
So okay then.
It's kind of a legal situation.
Luke Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's about it.
didn't you get one with Brett Michaels, or was that just your wife?
That was just a statue.
They made a statue of him?
No, I think it was a poster, but you get what I'm saying.
So just Kevin Hart?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
Just Luke Bryan.
Or, fuck, that's what I meant. I mix those two up a lot.
It's really hard. They're three completely different heights.
I got that real good,
Good,
feel
feel
good
good
stuff up under the seat. So, is that it then?
Yeah. What do you got?
I got two.
Oh.
And you probably, well, let's take probably out of the fucking sentence completely.
Oh.
You definitely don't know who they are, but they're absolute fucking legends in the metal. Well, they're absolute legends in the metal community.
Yeah?
One of them being Max Cavalera. He was the lead singer of Sepultura, and then went on to be the lead singer of Soulfly.
Nice.
Is it though? It is.
Disgusting.
It is disgusting. So Max Cavalera.
The husband of that chick from
Shut the fuck up.
The Hills.
One time I wish there was crickets in this room, if you know what I'm saying. And the other person being Matt Pike. Fucking
Your dog?
of Sleep. Well, he's the guy I named my dog after.
Oh.
And I named him after that before I even met him. Lead guitarist of Sleep, and then started his own band, High on Fire.
Yep.
Lead
These are all
guitarist
words.
and lead singer.
Yeah.
And I've seen both of those guys, both of those bands live.
Wow.
So those are the two guys I've got famous selfies with.
Wow.
Well, if you're gonna not be impressed,
I just don't know them personally.
maybe you should.
Marco Polo.
Maybe you should.
Well, maybe if they were shitty country singers, I know who they were.
Oh, when you're right, you're right. And welcome back to Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. I am Matty Daddy. I'm a different breed.
Start from the top.
Well, say the Luke Bryan bit again.
Well, maybe if they were shitty country singers, I know who they were.
When you're right, you're right. And welcome back to Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. I am Matty Daddy. I'm a different breed of cat, dude. Woof, woof. Simonson, and I'm here with...
Jake. What? The Midget Hilseback.
Damn, you must have thought about that fucking nickname for a while. And this is Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast, episode 65.
Believe it or not, I just thought of that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, you can really think on your feet.
Thank you.
You ever try like improv classes, or you're too good for them? You don't need them.
Believe it or not.
You're walking on air.
God. Pick your foot up, dude. You're stepping on my bed.
Well, we'll get to Jimmy Fallon later. You know, well, let me say something funny first. But there's so many things to fucking talk about. Am I right?
No.
Where do you want to start?
Beginning.
Well, let's talk about something, because I have to get to these saved clips, because normally I pick one out.
There's a moth in your ear.
Well, thanks for noticing. But normally I'd pick one out, a good one to start off the show. But since I didn't do that, I'm going to scroll for a little while.
Okay.
And
What do you want me to do?
Let's talk about the Dame Lillard trade. That's probably the biggest thing in the news as of the last couple of days. It just happened yesterday, breaking the fourth wall.
That's the biggest thing in the news?
Well, it just happened yesterday. I know you didn't see it till 15 hours later, but...
I think the biggest thing in the news is the writer's strike ended.
All right, let's cut to a clip. Look that up on your phone because I don't think that's true. And you say you got that from a wrestling dirt sheet?
Yes.
You look like a wrestling dirt bag. Would you just
Sorry,
get
I
off,
work all day.
You just get off grease class?
No, but I did grease all the machines today.
I can tell. So can the viewers.
AKA your mother.
Well,
if you're going to crack your neck about it.
So, Dame Lillard got traded to the Blazers. Let's see what Woj has to say about it.
This deal's...
We didn't check the audio for this, did we? Turn it down here. Flies in my face.
Don't call me a fly face.
Well, if we're going to bring up old Andy Minute. Well, okay.
This deal's ripple effects are still fully yet to be felt because Portland's next task is to find a team to trade Drew Holiday, and there are no short...
Well, that's not the fucking one I wanted. Let's look at this. Don't show me a phone right now, Bert Kreischer.
Look at it!
Read this. You read this, I look. Okay, stop.
I got it. Breaking news. What do you want me to read?
The fucking caption on the right, you tard.
Right. 4. Breaking. The Portland Trailblazers are trading...
CNN? They're not a reliable source. Let me know when Woj talks about it. Go ahead.
The Portland Trailblazers are trading guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks, sources tell ESPN. Did I say ESPN?
Yeah, something. Espionage.
Lillard goes Milwaukee as part of a 3-team deal with Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Toumani Camara.
Sure.
A 2029 unprotected Milwaukee.
There's probably a better clip that explains it. Let's look at this. So there's a lot of moving parts, but these are really the only parts that you need to know. Bucks get Damian Lillard. Suns get Jusuf Nurkic. And Blazers get DeAndre Ayton.
So it's a 3-team deal.
It was a 3-team deal.
Okay.
So, and I mean, obviously the Blazers got a bunch of first-round picks and shit. And then the Suns also got, their team was fairly depleted after trading for Bradley Beal. You know, they maybe had like 7 or 8 dudes on the roster. So they got like Grayson Allen and a couple other Milwaukee's picks. Does it say it somewhere?
Yeah, over here.
Read it because I can't see.
Suns get Nurkic, Nasser Little, Keon Johnson, and Grayson Allen.
Okay, so then that kind of fills out their roster. But just looking at that, who do you think? Who do you say won that trade?
Honestly, probably the Bucks.
Of course,
Yeah.
getting Damian Lillard.
And fucking Antetokounmpo.
They're now the best 1-2 punch in the NBA. You'd have to say.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Dame didn't have anything like that down low.
Suns got a lot better too, though. Getting Nurkic and then just some fucking people to put on the goddamn court. You know, it's not about how good someone is at the job. It's about having bodies there.
Right.
You need someone for Kevin Durant to fucking hit 2-pointers on.
Well,
so
Grayson Allen's got a pretty good 3-point shot, too.
But the Blazers also got Drew Bledsoe. But it's a rebuilding Blazers team. DeAndre Ayton is still pretty young. He had a hard time in the Suns, just couldn't get along with shit. And so it made sense for them to get rid of him. And they still get a good center back, but he's very injury-prone. So we'll see. But they also got Drew Holiday. I already said that, I know. But they're definitely going to move on from him. He's 33 years old, and there's a couple of, I probably got a clip somewhere.
Do you got a clip somewhere, you think?
Yeah, but I normally like to start off with a fun thing. So let's look at this. Well,
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
My buddy over here, he might not look like much, but he is an absolute piano in the bedroom. You don't see that I'm Asian. You can't hear us, buddy. I know. Don't say that I'm
Got
Asian.
you. I'm kind of into black guys.
Black guys, I tell you what's second best is you don't see a lot in combo.
Well, for me,
That
it
man
goes
there.
black, Mexican, white, and then that's kind of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
He's Mexican. He's 46%. I'm not Mexican. It's all right, brother. We're going to get you home. We're going to get you home. All right. So what do you say? One drink, talk to him for
I'd
a
rather
second.
f*** your than his.
That's very nice of you to say, but you'd be very disappointed. The tallest actor's really going to throw you off when you see this piece. Move on. What? Move on. All right, hey!
That's perfect.
pretty good, huh?
That's perfect.
And for anyone who just thinks we randomly played an animation clip, now it's you go ahead.
It is a bit from a Bad Friends episode with.
Bussin' with the boys.
Thank you, those guys.
Yeah.
Great clip. One of the best bits they've done in a while on that show.
Yeah, with an unexpected, football player who ended up being pretty good at fucking improv. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's actually very good at improv.
Yeah, he's great. He made me a fan.
Hey Taylor, move on.
Hey! And it just hit with the fucking beat, and when the beat hits with the speaking about Drew Holiday,
Right.
now we can play the clip I originally
Please.
fucked up playing first in the,
Please.
I'm over-explaining it.
Greeny, that this deal's ripple effects are still fully yet to be felt because Portland's next task
Ripple.
is to find a team to trade Drew Holiday, and there are no shortage of contenders in the league who would love to make a deal with the Blazers for Drew Holiday. Among them, the Celtics,
All right, that's all we needed to hear, really. Woj said the Celtics first. Did he not?
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
I don't give a fuck. It means, son, it's Woj.
Whoa.
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 What, are you more of a fucking Shefty guy?
What?
Fucking Shefty guy, Adam Schefter.
No.
He's the Woj of the NFL.
I'm more of a.
Listen,
Get my
I'm
news
more of
from you
a
guy.
fuck your own face guy. Shout out Tom Cruise and Tropic Thunder.
That's what I think of your fucking. Can we move on?
Taylor, let's move on. Hey. That was like that was like the biggest thing that's happened in the last couple of days. There's a lot of fight announcements that happened in the last week. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about UFC 294.
Sure.
That's coming up. Maybe some wrestle talk. Just like everything our fans don't want to hear about.
Except for that. They love that.
Tard. And you deserve that one.
5.
And you deserved all of them.
Did I?
Well, that one. And if you could stop rubbing your beard hair against them. No.
So 1 out of 5 is what you're.
I knew as soon as I said that you were going to do it again.
Then why say it?
Hey, just don't do it. We have audio listeners.
We don't.
Well, not anymore. We don't. For fuck's sake. What's your friend?
Who?
Your friend, he said he listens to our podcast to help him go to sleep at night.
Yeah, dude, he does.
Chris Van Getty.
Close.
Yeah. So, tell me what you think about this.
I don't like it.
Read it.
Johnny Rocksville.
Explain it.
It's The Rock with Johnny Knoxville's face.
Johnny Rocksville.
It's Johnny Rocksville, dude.
Get your rocks off tonight.
What?
Because my friend Johnny over here,
It's Rocksville.
he's a real sucker for jackass. Anyways,
He's a sucker for jackass?
I was trying to think of something with ass and jackass. Your name's Jake. It kind of sounds like Jack.
Well, thank you.
Let us know in the comments section.
There's no comment section. It's disabled.
So, Damian Lillard. I mean, this guy has been pretty much a staple of the Portland Trailblazer, and they finally had to move on. 'Cause they couldn't find no dudes to bring onto that team to give this dude a fighting chance at all. And I mean, he was loyal, Kenny. to the Blazers for a really long time, but it was time to move on. It was not enough things they could do to help that man. So I stand wholeheartedly behind Dame Lillard going to the Bucks to play with Antetokounmpo.
Charles, you don't know what we're talking about.
Shaq, you wouldn't know your ass if you seen it backwards in the mirror.
Well, yeah, what you talking about?
Kenny, back to you, Werner.
I don't have a very good.
So, real synopsis on that. How
real talk.
So
Bill
what?
Maher.
So what happened after that? The Bucks became the favorite to win the finals.
100%, they should be. Put your money on the Celtics now.
Well, you know who's second?
Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so I'm not trying to burp into the mic, but I'm having a burp fest right.
No.
That was puke.
Well, if you're gonna.
You know what pisses me off though? There's all these fucking NBA queefs online and shit.
Yeah, of
And
course.
everyone's saying, and they do this every year, and
Sure.
it's always fucking wrong.
Right.
Everyone's already saying, well, it's going to be the Bucks and the Suns in the finals. Like, what's the point of the season? It's the Bucks and the Suns in the finals. I'm like, did you not fucking see what the Nuggets did last year?
Yeah.
How you could, just because they added Booker T. Washington, what the fuck's his name?
What did you just say?
What the
Sucker?
What the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
Help me
You
out.
just called him Booker T.
The guy from the Wizards. He was on the Wizards last year. The Suns just added him. He's a shooting guard. Look it up.
Isaiah?
Look it up. Look it up. God damn it.
Look it
See,
up.
now,
Look it
now
up.
this
What am I
is-
looking up?
Fucking Jesus Christ. Suns roster. I'm going to remember it before you even get to it.
Highly
Just look up
improbable.
Suns roster. Bradley Beal. Okay.
Did you?
So,
Where do you get Washington?
because that's the last team he played for, ass tit.
Yeah, but you called him Booker T. Washington.
Because he played for the Washington Wizards.
I thought his last name was Washington, so I was trying to think of his first name.
No, Bradley Beal. So just because the Suns got Bradley Beal, they got rid of Chris Paul, they bring in Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal plays the same fucking position as Devin Booker. That's where I got the Booker T. Washington. Yeah, okay.
What?
So, I didn't know where I got that from either.
The fuck?
So it's Bradley Beal,
Booker.
Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and they just traded away Ayton, so now they got Yusuf Nurkic, and then just a bunch of role players.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah. He's like their biggest fucking role player besides them.
Yep.
How the fuck
Honestly,
is
yeah.
How the fuck is that team beating the Joker?
Well,
Yeah, ain't.
he's really good.
Who?
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is their whole fucking team.
Yeah.
And they're well coached. The Suns just got a new head coach. They literally have no. KD just came there last season.
Right.
It's Booker T. Washington's first season. It's Yusuf Nurkic's first fucking season. And you could say, oh, well, it's Dame's first season in Milwaukee. I think Dame and Giannis will figure it out pretty fucking quick. And they also got a new head coach. Yeah, but it's fucking Giannis and Damian Lillard. Well, the Suns, they have two fucking shooting guards.
Yeah.
One of them's going to have to play point guard,
One of them.
probably Beal. And that's not his natural position. He's a little bit of a playmaker. But him and Booker are both fucking shooting guards.
Booker T. Washington.
Booker T.
The
Washington.
fact that we got to that point just from you saying Booker T. Washington.
You know what? The combination of Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are now known as Booker T. Washington.
100%.
Thomas Jefferson, sucker.
What? Oh, I get it.
Yeah. The audience doesn't, but that's okay. This whole podcast is an inside joke. I mean,
Isn't that what podcasts are supposed to be?
if you want to be cool like us, try and follow, and please hold your applause.
That was pretty good.
So a lot of other fucking things. Izzy got a fucking DWI like 3 weeks before the Strickland fight.
I think it's a DUI.
Driving while intoxicated.
Driving under the influence.
Well, they call it a DWI and OWI.
They call it a Dewey.
Here they do. They call it different shit in different places.
Well,
In Minnesota, they call it an OWI. It's different parts of the country that call it different things. Let us know in the fucking comment section, Chris Greencliff.
You'll get there someday.
So, since I just brought it up, the Izzy drink driving thing, that's what Bisbing calls it.
Drink driving?
He calls it drink driving.
Anthony.
Let's look at this.
Pulled over for drunk driving. Cop. Freeze. Like Elsa.
And then he's frozen.
Well.
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. And a lot of people don't know what that is.
What is it?
Anal.
Oh.
What else we got here?
Nothing.
Yeah, huh.
Are you ready to pee?
Yeah, well, no, not quite.
Did you hand me that?
I put it there for later, if you'd like it.
Can I have it now?
Oh, you can have it whenever you'd like.
I'd like it now. Don't wink at me.
I didn't.
I got pretty hard just now.
Prove it. Okay, that's enough. So, like I said, I didn't go through any of these, so we're kind of. I know what this one is. It's
Clearly.
it's the last one. But we've been following
It's the bang bus.
We've been following this. It's the fan bus. We've been following this whore for a while on our
Same whore?
on our podcast journey. Yeah, Jade Teen.
That's her last name.
I found it weird too, but shit just started getting interesting.
Where can I find her?
Type in Jade Teen.
I feel like you're going to get multiple results.
No, one word.
Stupid.
All right, I just exposed myself. I mean, that's what I would do if I was looking for her. I don't know this to be factual or anything, but
Did you Google it?
well, don't Google it now. Let's look what she has to say here, okay?
Yeah.
And don't you like how
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, well, I'm just saying, like, our first talking points were Damian Lillard getting traded, is Israel Adesanya gets a DUI, and then what's going on with Jade Teen? That's our third in command.
Did you want to talk more about the drunk driving thing? Or?
Yeah, we will, but...
Will we?
You want to talk about it now?
I feel like we're going to forget about it if we don't.
Well, I want to talk about it after this clip, and then we can talk about it.
We'll see. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, this clip might leave you frozen like hell. Let's look at this.
So, Peter, why don't you tell Jade why you're here today?
I'm here to talk about us getting back together. It's been 2 weeks. I've seen all these videos about you still talking about eating.
Well, this is your first time on the fan bus?
I've been on here a few times.
Eating ass.
What you been doing
That's what she
here?
does.
Normally, like, I'll have a man on here and I'll eat his
Ass.
Huh?
Yeah. You're not down for that?
Do what?
I'm trying to eat your
Ass.
Who's
yours.
Huh?
Isn't that what you came
Yo!
And I feel like I've had a change of heart.
So, Peter says that you guys broke up because he always sees your videos of you talking about eating
Ass.
asses, but you've never actually ate Peter.
Ass.
And he kind of feels a little left out.
We've had so many conversations about this,
We have, but it hasn't gone anywhere.
and that's why we broke up.
Jade, why did you never want to eat Peter?
Ass.
He wasn't ready to, like, put it on camera. Like, I don't know, I felt like he wasn't, like, fully comfortable with it, so.
Okay.
I'll get back together with you, but, like, I need you here today.
Ass.
If you make a video of me right now, like, that's fine, we can get back together.
Oh.
Well, our other videos did really good, so I feel like we can make one more good one.
Peter, she said that she'd get back together with you if you guys make a video. Would you be down?
I feel like it's the next thing to do.
So, Peter.
What the fuck is happening with this bitch?
Dude, I don't know if you've seen The Notebook, but I just got notebook vibes from that. This bitch.
I'm going to
just
call
loves...
you out real quick.
Okay.
Tell me the plot to Notebook.
They kiss in the rain. I have it on DVD.
Okay.
Something she leaves and then he comes back and throws a rock at her window. Or I haven't fucking seen it since.
There it is.
No, I've seen it.
Have you?
Yes. Back in the days when I was not so difficult to be around and I could actually woo a woman, I was in a relationship and bitches loved that movie.
Bitches
So I bought it. You know, like you ever go to Dollar General? This is back in the day too.
Well, there's Dollar Tree now, brother.
Well, there's Dollar Generals as well. But you go to the Dollar General and it had like a selection of movies for like $5.
Yep. Walmart's got the bins.
Yeah. But this was Dollar General.
All right.
So
I'm sorry.
It was loud. I was at Dollar General with my woman, and she's the fucking Notebook. She's already seen it, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Buy it. You know, because this bitch ain't got no money.
Jerking off to it.
And so, so I buy it. She forces me to watch it. And at the end of it, I remember feeling like, oh, it's not such a bad movie.
It's a great movie.
It's the only time I ever watched it. And that was probably like over 10 years ago.
I also haven't seen it in 10 years. And
Yeah.
I can tell you the exact plot to it.
And she also made me watch Pocahontas with her one time. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That movie made me more teary-eyed than The Notebook, to be honest.
Pocahontas is a great fucking movie.
Yeah, because she was a little brown-skinned, not to give too much away. So...
I forgot how much you love brownies.
Well, who doesn't love brownies?
They're delicious.
Oh, they're great.
Moving on.
I'm a Rice Krispie, and so she was Pocahontas in this... Well... She was Pocahontas in this scenario, and I was John Smith.
Poked her, Honest. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, he kind of ruined it.
I thought it was pretty good. Anyway.
Now, I have The Notebook on DVD. I haven't watched it.
The Notebook is about a dementia patient.
Really?
I don't know if it might be. What's the other one where you forget everything?
Amnesia?
No. When you get old.
That's dementia.
There's another name for it.
Narcolepsy.
Nope, that's when you fall asleep randomly.
Necrophiliac.
That's when you fuck dead people. Keep going.
Bestiality.
Fuck dogs.
Schizophrenia.
To hear voices. I do this all day.
Eczema.
It's a skin disease.
I'm not a doctor here.
Let's just go with dementia. But that's when you...
I feel like that one's pretty close.
You immediately forget things and stuff.
Amnesia.
No. It's an old people disease. They get it when they're older.
Retardation.
No, that's me.
I think you're thinking of dementia. To be
dementia is a word for it, but I'm thinking of a different term.
So you need 2 words to fucking
Ryan
solidify your point?
Sickler's mom died of it.
You mean Giannis Pappas?
No.
I don't think Ryan Sickler's mom was ever in his life.
You're right. I'm talking about Giannis.
It's called dementia, buddy.
All right, well, let's go with dementia. Moving on. It's about the woman has dementia.
I love when you like try to make me sound like the tard and then end up making your own self sound like a tard.
That's 2 in 1 sentence. Moving on. It's about a woman dementia patient whose husband visits her every day. She doesn't remember him, and he tells her the story of how they met.
No, that's 50 First Dates, dude.
You're right.
It sucks because I'm right.
100%.
I do not remember that about The Notebook, but hey, I'll take your word for it. So, what did that have to do? Anything with this bitch loving to eat ass, though?
You said it reminded you of The Notebook, and I called you out saying you don't know what the fucking Notebook's about.
I really don't remember, but I know I watched it. I'm just not into that.
Say it.
That gay shit.
There you go.
Yeah. It doesn't remind me of that. It kind of reminds me of the fucking...
Does she really have videos out?
I've seen them. Yeah.
Pretty good?
I don't know. She's all right. She fucked Tyga.
Nah. Prove it.
I've never seen, well, after the pod, maybe. Yeah. I've never seen her eat a dude's ass, but
that's the whole thing of this fucking story we were on here, is that she eats ass.
I'm not a fucking expert in Jade Teen. I'm sorry.
I've like a made-up name.
I don't care what you think, but what the fuck? Oh, so normally I kind of believe what she's saying on the bus or whatever.
Sure.
I don't even follow the fan bus. It's other accounts that post this shit.
I was gonna say, it's just weird that you always have them if you don't follow them.
Look though.
So Peter, why don't you tell Jade?
No bullshit. It's Tyrone. Look. Fan bus. Follow.
Fair enough.
I'm not following them. Tyrone. I'm following Tyrone. And people get pissed off at Tyrone, like, Tyrone, quit fucking posting this shit. But he also posts really funny memes and shit.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But then sometimes he posts this shit.
Well, a lot of this shit he posts, because 3/4 of those comments I just read was, I think Tyrone's driving this bus now.
Dude, yeah. But honestly, I kind of like it. Just because now I'm invested in
I'm
this
super
bitches.
invested.
You know what I mean?
I want to know if they get back together.
Oh, yeah, so that's what I was going to say. A lot of it seems real, but this one seems completely made up to me.
100%, yeah.
And that honestly makes me like it even more. I'm like, now they're doing skits and bits.
Skits and bits, dude.
Like, this guy couldn't get down with this chick because he didn't like getting his ass eaten, so they broke up. And now
she's talking about eating ass
in every video he sees online.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, if you wanted me that bad, you would let me eat your asshole.
He's like, eat my ass right here.
He's finally like, all right, bitch, eat my ass.
I don't think he was crying about
it. After this scene got over.
Was he thinking about the Cinnamon Angels?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I know once he was getting his box punched on, he flew away.
That's a fart box.
He probably had some swollen ankles. So Israel Adesanya.
Yes.
So that happened like 3 weeks before the Sean Strickland fight.
Oh, that didn't happen during the fight? Or after the fight, I mean?
Yeah, it happened during the fight.
He got drunk during the fight and then drove home.
Yeah, it must have been during the commercial, and then that's why Strickland was just piecing him up.
Oh, because he wasn't there, literally.
I've heard some people say that he's literally going down the Paulo Costa of 2020. Yeah.
The bottom of the line, dude.
But it is kind of fucked up to be the middleweight champion. And he just said, his story is, so the drinking levels are different in New Zealand than they are in the USA. So that is fucking disgusting. Kill yourself. Kill yourself and get out of my house and kill yourself.
You're right. I'll be right back. Keep talking almost.
You know, we got a sponsor here. Let's just
pulled that out of my brain.
Let's see what Clorox Wipes thinks about this. Jesus fucking shit.
He speaks for the trees.
You just decided it was a good idea to fucking go booger hunting in the middle of my point?
When the fuck was I supposed to do it?
You could wait. That's pretty fucking disgusting. Is it recording?
Yeah. Getting the crack, too.
Hey, we're doing an infomercial. Shut up, camera guy.
Well, if we're doing an infomercial, are we going to do over the voice?
Shut up!
Are we going to do a voice?
No! We don't have the budget. Shut the fuck up!
We're talking to the shit. You're right, go ahead.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. Not sure if you saw this wall before I started wiping it down, but it looked pretty fucking nasty. Kind of like your sister after her prom date. And that's all thanks to Clorox Disinfectant Wipes. If you use promo code MDATM, you get 35% off your next Clorox Disinfectant Wipes. It'll clean a fucking afterbirth off your wall on a Saturday night after you got done sucking sloppy toppy for the last 6 hours. Clorox disinfectant wipes. Look at how white this wall is. Just like God intended. Clorox disinfectant wipes. Forgot to breathe.
Sorry for talking so much.
Clorox disinfectant wipes. Make America wipe again.
Dope.
Shh. And thanks to our last sponsor there, Clorox Disinfectant Wipes. Wow, what a great sponsor.
What a great sponsor.
And I feel like he should apologize to the audience quick.
Just cut it out.
Just do it. I'm not cutting it out.
Like
apologize, and then explain why you're apologizing. Go ahead.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to our fans. All one of you. It's a very disgusting thing I did, picking my nose like that and pulling a buoy directly out of my brain. And,
a string that went on for...
The string went on for days, maybe even weeks.
Good foot.
I'm deeply sorry for what I've done, and my actions are reprehensible.
And it's up to the fans if they forgive you or not. But one thing that could have helped during that sticky situation was Clorox Disinfectant Wipes. Promo code MDATM, 35% at checkout.
37.
Is it 37 now?
Yeah, just went up.
Oh,
just now.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow. Well, Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
So, I believe where we left off, he was saying that he wasn't out drinking or anything. He had a couple glasses of wine at dinner and then made the mistake to drive home after that, right?
Full Paulo Costa mode, huh?
Yeah.
It was wine.
Yeah. Well, wine's the only fucking drink that doesn't make you seem like an alcoholic if you have it at dinner.
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean?
That's fair. Well,
you can't be like, yeah, I had a couple fucking shots of tequila at dinner. You can.
If you said you had like a whiskey on the rocks, nobody's going to blink an eye. Right? Or is that just the alcoholic in me?
I don't fucking know what people say. Like, so Bisping and Anthony Smith kind of stuck up for him a bit, and then the fucking MMA guru, who I normally like listen to his videos, he was completely ripping on Bisping and Anthony Smith, like, it is never okay to get into a car and drive. Shut the fuck up, Queef. Yeah. It's not cool to drink and drive. I don't fucking do it anymore. I try not, you know what I mean? I don't do it as much anymore. But also, and I'm not bragging about this, I am a great drinker and driver.
Sounds like you're bragging.
Okay, yeah, let's cut that part out. But I'm better than most.
Yeah, you are.
It's still not cool.
Do you want to talk about your pizza later?
What about it?
I don't know. Something I have to say. Do you want to dive down the conspiracy rabbit hole real quick?
Well, I wanted to know what you thought about Israel Adesanya, and if you thought that was way fucked up, or if you're like, hey, sometimes, you know.
That's the conspiracy rabbit hole I'm about to jump in.
Okay.
You said he got this Dewey before the fight?
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
And also, during the fight, he looked like shit and didn't look like he was trying at all. Correct?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
What if this Dewey was enough to make Dana go, lose the belt or we're going to take you out?
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, and please never speak for the rest of the podcast. Because there's no way you actually believe that.
Yeah, and there's no way I actually believe that he looked that bad.
You've been watching too much. Okay, here's a more logical explanation.
Okay.
Going down the same path that you just went down. He looked like he didn't really care.
Yeah.
Could it be maybe the dude was depressed? Like I even told you. He wasn't in his home country of New Zealand or Nigeria or China. I'm not sure where it is. But he was in Australia, which is pretty fucking close to where he trains in New Zealand. And he was not the fucking favorite. Everyone was cheering for Sean.
Right.
Do you think that because he's been a fan favorite for forever. Do you think that might have played a little bit into it? And then he's just like, oh, I just got a fucking OWI 3 weeks ago, and the people fucking hate me.
Sean's
I should have
talking shit
never.
about my dog that just died.
And I jerked him off. I should have never made that Frozen like Elsa line. The whole fan base is shitting on me, and he's just like didn't really give a fuck.
That could be so. Yeah.
That's more logical than Dana White would never. All right, I need you to apologize to the fans for that now too.
How many times do I have to apologize? You
Well,
called me a tard 6 times.
Well, because you're acting tarded. And
7.
Just every time you say something stupid, that's when you need to, or do something stupid, then you need to.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to the fans
for saying the.
Can I fucking talk?
Well, I don't even know if you know what you're apologizing for.
I know exactly what I'm apologizing for.
You basically called the UFC
Stop!
the WWE. Well, they did just merge. Floor is yours.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to the fans for falling too deep into the UFC WWE merger and thinking that the UFC was using storylines for their fights.
Shout out Pride Fighting. I love them, but the UFC doesn't do shit like that. I think they
Shout
would
out TKO.
I think they would much rather have Israel as their champion over Sean. But speaking of Sean Strickland, we just found a clip of him at a golf course the other day. You want to look at it?
For the people, by the people. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right now.
You'll leave after I don't give you a goddamn thing.
I'm gonna take your clubs.
Take it.
This isn't even where you're fucking.
Then leave.
I'm not getting a fight at a golf course.
Then leave. I'm gonna stand here and you can complain. Goodbye.
I'm not complaining. You're the one bitching.
No, you're the one that approached me and I asked you to no longer speak.
You took her ball.
Please don't speak to me.
We're coming over here.
You took her ball.
Bro, you took her ball. Dude, I'm not gonna fight you over a fight. If you need money for her golf balls.
I'm going to, Walter. Because I'll plant you, bitch boy. Now get the fuck off the cart.
Walter.
Walter.
Oh, here we go.
You see that?
Oh.
That's what you spin to heaven, bitch, and you want to test God, you fucking come get it. Shit stack.
Okay, he's mentally ill.
Oh.
Let's move
You
along.
think I'm mentally ill?
I know you're
Spin to heaven. Leave me alone.
You want to test God? Come get it, shit stack.
This is what it looks like when you get to heaven. I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm recording here, right?
Seriously? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to, you want to make
Calm
sure.
down, Rick Glassman.
Well,
Um,
I mean, if you're going to call me Jewish.
That's not what I said.
Go ahead.
You're on thin ice tonight, buddy.
Well, speaking of thin ice, we were talking about Elsa from Frozen. I know that's one of your favorite Disney Plus movies.
I don't even have
Are
Disney
you
Plus.
excited about this movie?
The one with Elsa Jean? Absolutely.
Is that her name?
Yes.
I didn't even know there was
No. Piper Perry.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen anything. What do you have you seen previews for this, or what do you think it's about?
Oh, I've seen the whole thing, pal.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Won't
Like,
you
does he
tell me
have a
some
car?
more?
That's the actual line.
What is it?
If you've seen Grease, you'd know.
I'm not gay.
I'm not straight.
Nothing against gays.
Nothing against straights.
Tell me more.
Basically, this bitch gets plowed by like 6 black dudes.
What? Dude, this is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You're a subscriber of Disney Plus, right?
Can I finish before you jump in?
Okay.
This bitch gets plowed by like 6 black dudes. They all have their own plow truck, and her home is snowed in.
Oh my God.
Can you just let me finish before you just jump to conclusions like that?
A blizzard of white stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
It's like you're not even listening.
Well, just to me, it doesn't seem like these black dudes are dressed for the weather. If there's a blizzard going on, they're all wearing tank tops.
This scene right here is actually when she invites him all in for hot cocoa after they did a great job.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
They took their jackets off.
That's a wholesome story that I can get behind.
Yeah. Like they did.
Get behind.
The plow.
The plows got behind the snow.
No,
one
they-
after another.
They got behind each other.
Yeah. And picked up the excess.
Basically, just ran a chain on the snow.
Chain or train?
Well,
both.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, they put chains on the tires during winter and
well,
stuff.
Otherwise they'll slip.
That's true.
You gotta
protect yourself.
You gotta protect yourself from the elements, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Good thing she has her hair braided like that in case she slips on the ice. They can, pick her up by
grab on.
What are those called? Pigtails.
Did you really forget what a pigtail was?
Yeah, I don't have daughters.
Well,
I almost said pigs, but then I remembered.
I have Pornhub, and I know what that.
What?
Braces. Moving on.
She don't got braces.
Oh, she did. A couple videos.
Why are all these guys cross-eyed?
They're black. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Clip it.
Cut that out.
Clip it. Shout out to McStud for posting that.
I actually saw this somewhere. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, he probably just retweeted. Man, what else? I just don't want to go through Instagram clips. There's a lot of shit that's been going on. Let's we talked about that already. Oh, so he pleaded guilty to the DUI. Yeah. See, I have so many clips. I could have deleted a lot of this shit, probably.
Remember when I said it was a Dewey?
Yeah, people call it DWI, DUI, OWI. Shut up, Queef. What am I looking for here?
I don't know, dude.
The fight announcements, but I'm not seeing them.
What's that? Some pregnant bitch?
Oh, I think that's Schwab's wife.
She pregnant?
Yeah.
Nice. Way to dump a load.
Sure why I saved that one.
I think we all.
Look for a clip with Dana White, because I probably just saved the video of him.
Are those pants to her neck?
Who? Well, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We're looking for. Oh, okay, right here.
It's right there.
So,
yes.
Oh my God! So this is for the last card of the year. Sorry, UFC 296 in December, and so they released the whole fucking main card for this card, and there's one that's not even on there, but we'll talk about that too. And then they talked about the co-main event for UFC 295 in November in Madison Square Garden, which is Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka. Prochazka.
I'm saying the other name. Alex Pereira.
Prochazka. So that one. So he announced like all these fights within. Oh, and another good one for that Madison Square Garden card, because I don't have anything for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Benoit Saint Denis versus Matt Steamroller Frivola.
Ooh.
That fight. So that card is kind of lackluster besides John Jones, Stipe, Yuri Prochazka.
There you go.
And then Benoit Saint Denis versus Frivola. They still got to announce some fights with that. But they announced like these 4 fights, and then the next day Dana White announced the last fucking fight to just complete the main card.
Isn't BSD the dude you were super behind in Paris?
Yes.
Okay.
Where I said like it was close to a fucking murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just knocked out. I want to say Basharat, but I know that's wrong. One of the brothers.
Favela?
No, like Fahid brothers. There's 2 brothers in the UFC that were killing it, and it was the last dude that knocked out Terrence McKinney.
Yep.
And I figured he would beat him, and then BSD beat his fucking ass. I'm like, holy shit, that was impressive. And then his next fight, I'm like, holy fuck, that's impressive.
Super impressive.
But him versus Matt Frivola is a huge fucking fight.
Steamroller.
Oh my God. Let's talk about UFC 296.
This one?
Yeah.
Go
ahead and start with the top, the main event.
Of course, we got Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For the
Can I be honest with you?
For the welterweight title. Yeah, please do.
This might be a fucking freezing cold take.
Oh, God.
Don't.
Go ahead.
I would not be the least bit shocked if it's a 50-45 for Covington.
You're right.
I feel like it's going to be a fucking steamroll.
I love Covington. I think Leon wins this fight.
Really?
Yeah. Like a 48-47.
I just think he's going to take him down and hold him the whole fucking fight.
Yeah, but Leon faced Bilal back in the day and it ended in an eye poke in like the second round. But Leon was piecing the fuck out of Bilal. Bilal is kind of similar to Colby without like just the enormous pressure on you, right?
Right.
And then he just, granted, that first Usman fight, he was down 4 rounds to nothing before he head kick knocked him out.
Correct.
But
I
think he gained so much confidence from that.
He clearly won the second fight.
Yeah. And I know Usman's knees are shot. He has to walk up the stairs backwards, man. Usman's knees are shot, man.
Did you hear Joe Rogan say that lately?
He's been saying that for years.
Fair enough.
If he drank every time he said that, I mean, you might have to burp every now and again. He says it a lot, but I think Leon is leveled up. Colby hasn't fought since March of 2022 against Masvidal, and everyone likes to shit on Colby. Oh, he doesn't have a single win over anyone in the top 15. Motherfucker. Masvidal was in the top 15 when he fucking beat him.
Yep. I still think he beat Usman.
The second time?
Mm-hmm.
It was so close. And then before that, he faced Woodley. Woodley was in the fucking top 15 when he fought him.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 Usman fights. And then he faced Robbie Lawler. I don't remember the scorecard, but I think it was pretty much domination. And I'm pretty sure Lawler was in the top 15 when he beat them. He can't help it that these dudes fucking retire after Colby takes them to Pound Town and makes America come again.
Well,
I don't know, but I'd like to see Colby win.
You think Leon's going to win that fight?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. He's such a good striker, and he showed great wrestling defense against Usman in the second fight.
That's true, but Colby
I know he's got
a
no
different
knees.
Fucking animal, dude.
Yeah, but he's also 35.
Yeah, did you see what he fucking did to Masvidal, though?
Oh, he was like 33 then.
Well, if you're going to point out the obvious.
Well, if you're going to Luke Thomas me. I don't know. I'm interested in that fight, but I wouldn't be super confident betting one way or the other. Edwards is the betting favorite, though, now.
I would be super confident putting some money on an underdog Colby Covington.
I was super confident putting money on Covington versus Masvidal, but not so much anymore. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
The problem is we haven't seen him fight, and by this time it'll be almost 2 years.
True.
You can decline. You can work all you want, but fucking, what's that saying? Father Time catches up with all of us and fucks us in the ass?
I think so, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see, but good main event. Let's talk about the co-main.
Pantoja versus Royval 2.
Raw Dog.
Well, if you're going to...
Well, let's just
be graphic about
Raw
it.
Dog, Royval.
I don't remember what happened in the first fight.
Pantoja won, but it was a long time ago.
And
Royval's gotten a lot better. Royval's a younger fighter, and he's on a hell of a streak right now.
Who was his last fight, to remind me, please?
Mateus Nicolau.
Thank you.
And he knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, he did.
And Nicolau, correct me in the comments section if I'm wrong, I could be, but I believe he's a scary Russian with a beard.
Sounds right.
So I think he knocked him out in the first 2 rounds. And he was the big underdog in that.
When I hear Nicolau, I think of big scary Russian.
Especially with Mateus as the first name.
Wow. If you're going to bring blacks into it, cut that out.
Clip it. So I'm going to take Pantoja on that, but I honestly wouldn't. See, I love this card, but I also hate it because I have no idea.
You can't bet on
it. I have no idea these first 3 fights. So that's the co-main for the flyweight title.
Sure. I mean, after watching the fucking Pantoja versus Moreno fight,
Pantoja's looked amazing, but he is also getting up there in age. I believe he's 35 or 36. Let us know in the comments.
I think I would go with Pantoja there too, but who knows?
Yeah,
I wouldn't put money on that.
Both those two, I'm scared to bet on. And then, so this will be the feature, the feature fight. I believe that's what they call it, right? The fight right before the title fights.
I think you're thinking of feature prelim, which is the last one.
Oh, whatever. I believe it'll be the fight that happens.
The third to last fight.
Yeah, the fight that happens right before the title fights.
Sure. This one, I texted you about and you didn't believe me. Just want to point that out because I just read fucking dirt sheets.
I hadn't seen it on IG yet.
Because I texted you fucking 8 minutes after it dropped.
I was on the phone with you. I'm like, it's not that I didn't believe you. I'm just like,
it felt like you didn't believe me.
I had to get into my inner Sherlock Holmes and do some investigative research, and you were right. And I gave you props for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember, honestly.
Maybe you shouldn't drink so much.
Excuse me?
What were you going to say about it? Everyone knows I'm the drinker here.
I'm a little drunk.
Well, you're not helping your case.
This fight.
So, before you get into it, let me just say this. Ferguson, 39 years old, on a 6-fight losing streak. Paddy, I don't know how old he is.
Pretty young.
I think he's under 30. 6-fight winning streak.
Yeah, it's...
So that normally doesn't happen where you have a guy 6-fight losing streak and a guy's 6-fight winning streak.
That on its own is mind-boggling to think about.
But it's the matchmaking makes fucking sense.
It's the name of Ferguson. The matchmaking makes sense. Paddy beats him. He beats a big name. He moves on up. And obviously this is a fight UFC made to send Tony out and to lift Paddy up. Right? In your opinion?
I would say, I would somewhat agree with that, but I would say this is a fight to either elevate Paddy or to see how good Paddy is. That's what I would say.
That's fair. That's fair. I would agree with that.
They definitely want, I'd say they want Paddy because, I mean, there's not much time left on Tony Ferguson. But even Dana was asked, because he has these press conferences after the Dana White's Contender Series.
Sure.
And he was even asked by reporters, like, if Tony loses this fight, you think it's safe to say that he is no longer with the company?
Gotta be.
And Dana White shot it down.
No shit.
It's like, I'm not going to tell Tony when to retire. And then he also praised Tony and said he looked hella good in his last couple of fights before he didn't.
He did.
He fucking knocked Bobby Green down in the first round. He was winning that fight. He was winning that fight against Nate Diaz, and then he knocked Chandler down in the first round before he got memed.
Yeah.
And that was surprising to me to hear Dana say that about.
That's
because
super
he's always
surprising.
the first guy like, this guy he should probably retire.
Yeah. I think. See, before you said that, I was gonna say if Tony loses this, I think that's his last UFC fight.
It's not what Dana made it sound like, though.
I feel like if Tony knocks out Paddy, he's back to the bottom of the fucking list, and it's going to take him fucking 3 more years to get back to where he is.
I think if he loses to Paddy, he should be gone.
Tony?
I think if Tony loses to Paddy, I think the UFC should cut him.
I agree.
I don't know.
That's 7 in a row.
Depending on, after hearing what Dana said, though, it doesn't. It's like, Jesus fuck, just. But this is the best matchup he's had in the last fucking 4 years. You know what I mean? Since he got old in front of all our eyes. Because, I mean, the matchup against him and Gaethje looked good then. Because
So
that was when Tony was on a fucking 12-fight winning streak. Gaethje aged him in that fight, though.
I feel like Gaethje legitimately beat this man
Senseless.
3 to 5 years in the future.
Yes, but he's also fucking 39 right now, fighting in the most stacked division in the UFC.
Right.
The lightweight division, you know what I mean? And now he's 39. This is the best matchmaking he's had, though. The Bobby Green was a little bit of a step down, but Bobby Green's a fucking beast, dude.
Can I be... All right. You're going to hate this, or you're going to love it. One of the two.
I might agree with it, man. I've accepted Tony's fate a long time ago.
No, it's not even that.
I won't hate or love it.
I think
but
you might
love it or hate it, the underdog's on top.
I think you might love it, but you don't agree with it. Does that make sense?
Sure, hit me, fatty.
I think if Tony goes out there and knocks Patty out, he's right back to where he was 2 years ago.
No, he's not, because you can't.
I'm saying in fandom, and he'll probably get a top fucking 15 fight.
He hasn't lost any fandom. He shouldn't ever get a top 15 fight ever again.
See, I told you, they're gonna hate it or love it.
No, but let's
Underdog
not
on top.
Let's not talk about. I said that earlier. Let's not talk about hypotheticals.
Sure.
Who the fuck do you think's gonna win this?
I don't know.
You want me to go first?
No, let me go first.
All right. What are we running a train on Elsa?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's Piper Perry, but either one of two things happens. Patty wins this fight, or Tony catches him in the first 2 rounds. If Tony doesn't finish him in the first 2 rounds, Patty wins. 100%.
So, you're still talking in hypotheticals here. Let's just agree on this.
It's all hypothetical.
Let's just agree on this. Tony Ferguson 5 years ago wipes the fucking
floor.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I was gonna say slate clean. I'm like, that don't make sense. He wipes the floor with fucking Patty.
Can't hold a candle to him. You could
He's
say.
Yeah. I just found out what that.
Shout out BYM.
Yeah, shout out BYM. You watch that too. But he's not Tony from 5 years ago.
No.
But
he's taps out to Nate Diaz and gets fucking front kicked by Michael Chandler.
Prime versus
Tony.
Prime. Prime Tony versus Prime Patty. There's absolutely nothing that Patty is better at than Tony. But that's not the Tony of old. He's not great.
Nice.
Anymore.
That was a nice, Paul. I'm not even mad at that one.
He's 39-year-old Tony Ferguson who's taken a lot of fucking damage and seems to be exhibiting some signs of CTE, which hurts to see.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rhyme. I'm always on time.
See, now it seems like you're rhyming.
Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. So I'm going to pick Patty.
Yeah.
I hope Tony wins this, but I've bet on Tony on his last 6 fights, and I've been brutally molested in the anus. Some might say fucked in the ass, but I like to put a little classier spin on it.
I feel like you could say humbled. Humbled would work.
Humbled. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of it.
No, that's fine. I get what you're saying.
So, hopefully Tony wins that, though. Another hard fight to bet on. And after this card gets a little easier.
Sure.
This main card gets a little easier to bet on.
May I?
Yes, you may.
And moving on to the 4th fight of this list, we move on to the sheer ass raping that they're throwing Stephen Thompson into.
Well, Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy is 40, right?
Yep.
But he's looked amazing in his elder age. His years of elderness. He looks like a 30-year-old. You know what I mean?
Sure.
This will definitely be Shavkat's hardest test against a stand-up guy, and if Shavkat tries, I think if Shavkat tries to stand up with him, Wonderboy wins his fight. But I think Shavkat will take it to the ground, and it's going to be sad.
I think it's going to be 3 rounds of butt fucking.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can't even remember the last time someone finished Wonder Boy.
I didn't say it was going to be a finish.
So I know you said 3 rounds of.
I think it's going to be a 30-27, if not a 30-26.
I agree. I think a good bet to place on that is just Shavkat by points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably the only way you're going to get it anywhere close to under -200, I think.
And a lot of people think the UFC were doing this to spite Wonder Boy because he was supposed to fight Pereira because he missed weight.
Yep.
And he had every right. Wonder Boy made weight. He said he wasn't going to take this fight because he was fighting down in the rankings.
Well, last time he took a fucking
against
fight
Darren Till, he lost a fucking close decision.
Yeah, and
that he
Darren
probably should have
Till
won.
Was overweight.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't blame him one fucking bit.
Yeah, and he was fighting down in the rankings, and Wonder Boy said he only wants someone who's ahead of him. Shavkat is ahead of him in the rankings, so it's not the UFC is throwing him to the wolves here. Wonder Boy actually wanted this fucking fight, so
Fair
props
enough.
to Wonder Boy.
Did Wonder Boy ever get paid for that fight?
Yeah, I think he is.
He did?
He's now getting paid for it. I don't think he's been paid yet, but yeah.
Okay, good.
He talked to Ariel about it, and I think
Why did you say Ariel?
I think they're paying him his full whatever to show up
Seems
for
like
that
a
fight.
British way to say it.
Ariel. So then there's another.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Okay.
Or was that joke that funny? It was. Okay.
Hey, I'm 2 for 2, buddy.
Wow.
Well, maybe not.
Not
2
with material.
For 2, but I've killed 2. Well.
Sorry.
If you want to be like that, your fucking QB ranking is 54.2.
What's that supposed to mean?
But we'll get to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift later. There's
I don't
another
wanna do that
fight on this card. The feature, not the feature prelim. The first fight of the main card. I think it'll stay like this, like it is. But this fight wasn't announced yet. Do you know what it is?
Must not.
You don't know what it is?
Give me one name. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Luque. I'll give you a second name.
Please.
Vicente Luque.
I didn't see it.
Versus Ian Machado.
Oh, I did see it.
Worst
Gary.
tattoos in the UFC. Gary.
Tattoos on his knuckles. Gary.
So they actually train with each other, and we're going on way too fucking long with this. So
No, we're not. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to see a picture and talk about it. I think this is great content, and you can all fuck off.
Well,
should I apologize?
Well, no, because I agree.
Okay.
So Ian Machado Gary versus
maybe you should apologize.
Vicente Luque. They actually train together, so it's kind of weird. And it's also a little bit weird because after Ian Gary's last win over Neil Magny, he was calling out Wonder Boy. So it's weird that they're going to be on the same card but not fighting each other. But that goes back to Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson not wanting to fight down in the rankings.
Right.
So that's why I said, like, the UFC is not throwing Wonder Boy to the wolves here. He didn't want to fight back in the rankings, and he's fighting someone who's ahead of him.
Right.
So he would rather fight Shavkat than Ian Gary because Shavkat is ahead of him. So then Ian Gary is left to fight his own teammate, Vicente Luque. And I hate that part of it because I love / hate when Ian Gary doesn't like the person he's facing because he throws out all these bullshit claims while having the worst fucking prison tattoos all over his body.
Fully tries to emulate Conor McGregor via press conferences.
Yeah, but one thing I do like about it is Ian Gary has done nothing but talk shit about Colby Covington, and now they're on the same card. That's where the heat's going to come from. The heat's going to come from Edwards versus Covington and Covington versus Gary.
Can't wait for that
press conference. I don't know what's going to happen between Ferguson and Pimblett because Pimblett has already said it's an honor to fight a legend like Tony. But if you know anything about Tony Ferguson, I'm sure he's going to talk a little bit of shit, and Patty's mindset might change a little bit after that.
Where does the power chord come in?
In the third act.
That might be the best line you've ever had.
I don't know if it made any sense, but
The third act.
So that's UFC. So what do you think about Gary Luque? Before we,
It's fine.
no, who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, Gary.
Same.
I also think. Here's a freezing cold take. I think.
Do you wanna suck my ice cock?
No.
I don't know this song.
Anyway, I think that Wonder Boy has a better chance against Rachmanov than Gary.
That I disagree with. Well, sometimes we can all be a little retarded.
7.
He's 7. You said 7 last time. So
8.
It's 8. I think it's even more than that. I
10.
think we're in the double digits. So here's just a funny queef.
What?
I don't know if you've seen this or you enjoy this as much as I did, but so faux push.
Who?
Just say that for
Schwapel.
So that's, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know that's Jaylen Brown on all social media platforms.
Okay.
And so just talking about Marcus Smart, he posted this image and said, "My brother full life."
No, it says 4L.
Well, and then so
It's like an XL or a 4XL, but it's just a 4 large.
maybe
I don't know
it's
if we do that or not.
Maybe it's a 4 Loco. Maybe he's a little tipsy.
Well, they changed the form.
Well, we don't have all day to talk about.
I kind of do.
Clips. And then Jaren, this is Jaren Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies, which Smart is now a part of that team. Crying face. He says, "My brother now." And then Jalen responded, "You want to read that? You're the reader guy."
He don't even fuck with y'all.
Well, try it again.
Black.
With all the words.
At Jaren Cap, he don't even fuck with y'all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, you ruined the thing. So.
Hey, remember that one time Marcus Smart got traded and I came over to your house and you were listening to P. Diddy while looking at pictures of Marcus Smart?
No, I was actually looking at video highlights of Marcus Smart. But
Same thing.
Yeah. And it's a thing I practice about once a week. So
What's the what was the song again? I'll Be Missing You.
Every step I take, every move I make, boom, 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 boom. Every hand I ring, every hand I hey, I'll be watching you. Or missing. I don't know the words.
It's definitely I'll Be Missing
Thinking of the day
You. It's a song he wrote about.
that you went. Notorious B.I.G. Hey, Bryce Mitchell.
Pick your fucking foot up, dude.
What a fucking fight he had against Dan Ige this weekend.
Yeah. It was a great fight.
This has been played so many times, but before that fight even happened, the BYM crew, Anthony Smith,
Anthony,
and Michael Bisping,
Michael One Eye.
they had Mitchell.
You never answered my question, by the way.
They had Mitchell on the podcast, and they talked about absolutely everything besides the fight. And what was your question?
My question,
just to ruin my segue. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question was: do you think there's 2 lenses in Michael Bisping's eyeglasses?
I don't even know what that means.
Do you think he has lenses in both, or do you think it's just one?
Well, he just has a fake eye. You can't even see out of that.
I understand that. That's why I'm asking if there's 2 lenses.
I don't get it. I'm going to say...
I would think that he would only have a lens over the eye that works.
He probably has a fisheye lens over his fake eye.
See, that's just rude.
Let's look at the clip.
Well, if you're going to click on it. Moving on. Next slide. You'll get there eventually.
Read that?
Bryce Mitchell loses it with Michael Bisping.
Oh, here's where I wanted to go with this, Bisping. Here's where I want to go with this. And you don't have to elaborate or anything. Do you believe that we evolved from monkeys?
Yes,
yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Bullshit! It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a lie from Satan.
Look
it's
at
a
Anthony.
lie from Satan, brother. You have been tricked. You have been deceived. We are not coming from monkeys. We are the apex predators. Oh, here's.
It's bullshit.
So then to cap that off, that was a couple days before his fight. He enters the octagon with a Bible and screams, "Freedom!" Shout out Rage Against the Machine.
He also did that following his win.
Well, then he forced Dan Ige to pray with him after he just, which I just felt bad for Dan Ige there. You know, he just lost half his money, and then now this redneck is like, I'm gonna give now Dan Ige. I understand he's from Hawaii, and with all the fires in Hawaii that were no doubt started by the government, but I still feel bad for my Hawaiian brothers and sisters. I'm offering $5,000 to Dan Ige and the people of Hawaii. That's legit what he said.
That's a pretty good fucking Bryce Mitchell, dude.
It's not good. But
if it was a little bit higher, but in the same accent, you nailed it.
But think about this. $5,000.
Yeah.
All the damage there. Like, what the... God damn it, I just unplugged my headphones.
Shout out to...
I got no snare in my headphones.
Shout out to Bryce Mitchell. Because of him, we planted one tree. You know? By the way, those fires...
It's going to take 25 years to grow.
Those fires were started by the government, though.
Well, let me ask you a question that Mitchell asked Bisbing there.
Can you hand me a beer?
Can you hand yourself a fucking fist in the... Well... If you're gonna,
can you do fucking anything?
Well, if you're gonna not, well, if you're gonna, well, if you're gonna not offer, well, let me ask you a question that Bryce asked Bisbing there. Just to, do you think we evolved from monkeys?
I was born Catholic, so no.
It's bullshit! Sorry, that was kind of loud. I was trying to recreate the...
I didn't know what we were doing. I thought we were doing the Anthony Smith segment.
No, so do you think that?
No, I'm Catholic.
And you still believe in your... I'm Catholic too, fucker. It's hard.
Yes.
So, final answer? Who wants to be a millionaire?
No.
You don't think we evolved? We are the apex predators sent down straight from God?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't believe in evolution?
Mm-mm.
Then explain this clip.
Dad spin around good on me like normal.
Eat him.
Yeah, and R.I.P. to that guy. You're never going to believe how he just died.
Bear attack?
No, drinking and driving. You can't tell me that dude didn't evolve from a bear, though. I mean,
he does kind of look like a bear.
You don't believe in fucking evolution? I mean, what the fuck, bro?
Why was there such a big flame on the end of your cigarette?
Because I party.
That's a good point.
All right, before we get into the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and the Mexican alien hearings, no, we're not even gonna get into that.
Thank you.
But and the Jimmy Fallon,
you ever just crack your sternum?
Well, and the Jimmy Fallon accusations of a scary workplace, and the Russell Brand rape accusations. Let's look at something a little bit more fun, okay?
What happened on Friday Night SmackDown that was the most news and noteworthy thing?
Well, it was something that nobody saw coming. Nobody predicted this was going to happen. Few people predicted it, but not very many. And when it did happen, people were f***ing astounded by it. This is something that's probably going to change at least the story for the next 6 months or so, I would say, at least. And I'm waiting to see. Like, I'm curious. Look, the product is getting good again.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You're absolutely right, actually.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Every time I do that with him, he knocks it out of the park. What happened?
That was fucking epic, dude.
Did you see that episode?
I did.
So I was laughing my ass off because that was right after The Rock came out on SmackDown.
Spot on.
And Chad knew nothing of what happened and just perfectly addressed that.
Without
and
specifics,
you know what?
He fucking nailed it.
John Cena still doesn't have a partner for whatever that pay-per-view is. And isn't that in Saudi?
No, it's Fastlane.
Where's that one at?
Nashville.
Well, whatever pay-per-views in Saudi, people are saying The Rock's never performed there before. So
it's Elimination Chamber, dude.
No, that's in that's in Auckland, or that's in Perth. Remember?
That's what I said.
I was saying Saudi.
Oh, I thought you said Australia.
It's Australia?
Yeah, so Australia or Arabia.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
I'll give it to you.
You get it.
Man, fucking NFL and shit, right?
What about it?
Shit's been wild.
Sure has.
Let's talk about this Michael McDaniel. All right?
Imagine having your own ball boy drop 70 points on you because he's now the head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
And he used to be a ball boy for the Denver Broncos. Also best friends with Dan Soder growing up, which makes a lot of sense now. If you look at him there and you know him now, I mean, he's a funny guy.
Do you think he was vaping at the game?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
So, and then Stavros, who we both love.
Yeah, he has a big deal with meats, I believe.
Well, he's originally from Maryland, Baltimore. So he's a big Ravens.
Baltimore. With a D. Try it.
Voldemort.
I didn't say V. I said D.
Baltimore. Can we just look at the clip?
That's how they say it there.
He's a big fan of the Ravens.
Just look at the clip.
And I don't know if I've ever shown you this before, but he does one of these after every one of their games, win or lose.
Okay.
It's pretty great. Let's just look at it.
Fuck! How the fuck did we lose to the Colts, Joe? How the fuck are we gonna lose to Gardner Minshew? How are we gonna lose to homeless Baker Mayfield? We made fucking homeless Baker Mayfield look like prom Joe Flacco. Their kicker, he is gay. I don't like that I could see his penis because he wasn't wearing a cup. It's disrespectful to score 4 50-yard fucking field goals when we can see your penis because you ain't wearing a cup. We fucking suck. I thought we was gonna win a fucking Super Bowl. Lamar fucking turned into a running back. Can't hold a fucking football. Fumbled fucking a ton of times. We can't catch a fucking pass. What did I do to deserve this, God? Is it because of that one time I tricked my special needs cousin into putting his balls in a mousetrap? Because I wanted to get on America's Funniest Home Videos? Fuck!
Did you see the comments?
No, but every time after the Ravens game is over, I will go over to Stavros. He's been doing this for years.
I gotta check this out, dude.
It's so good.
Fuck it.
It's so good.
Sal Volcano said, "How many takes, babe? No wrong answer. It's perfect."
Yeah, I think that was one take.
I think
honestly.
so. It had to have been.
It might have been a couple because I've done videos like that where you make a few videos and you come up with a different line each time, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take that from there, take that from there. He might have done a couple takes, and he thought of the trick my special needs cousin into putting his balls in a mousetrap because I wanted to be on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Such a great line.
Great fucking line. But let's just use those two clips. We didn't get much else to talk about, really. But just to talk about kind of how the NFL season's been going so far, let me start with a statement and also a question.
Please.
We're both big fantasy football guys. I happen to be first in my fantasy league right now. No big deal. How are you doing in yours?
Not good, but
Where at?
I honestly don't even know.
How many people you got? 10 or 12?
12.
We used to have 12. We got 10 now.
Keep talking about it while I look up and see what place I am, because it's not good.
So I've been doing really good. I was number 3 going into last week, and I faced the number 1 guy. I beat him by 7. Jesus Christ, I just thought a semi parked outside of my house.
Jake break.
But I beat that guy, so now I'm in first place. What?
9.
With a record of 1-2?
Correct.
And are you far away in points from everyone else, or?
You gotta keep asking.
Hey,
questions.
just tell me your top 5 players in your on your team, quick.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay, that's a good player.
AJ Brown.
Eagles.
Right.
I think he's lost a step.
Clearly.
I thought that last year though. 'Cause
Fuck.
I had him on my team.
Should have played Christian Watson this week.
No, you're just your best players. Who's your quarterback?
Dak.
Okay. Well, that was a heart pick.
It was.
See, I play with Ryan Sabins in my league, and you can tell like what are fucking heart picks. He's a Vikings fan. He's got like 5 players from the
Bold
Vikings.
move.
Yeah.
No, Dak usually does pretty good as long as he's not throwing interceptions, which is every fucking game.
Okay. Who else?
I got Houston's running back. I just dropped my puffer.
Gonna drop the ball. What are you, a Cowboys fan?
That's basically it. I'm not kidding.
Let me look at it.
It's not good. Let me pick that up.
Yeah. Oh, you got T. Lockett. I have him as well.
He's not that good.
You got Aguilar, Goddard. Yeah, your team sucks, bro.
Thanks, dude. Well, I mean, I'm back-to-back champs for the last 2 years, so, I mean, it's a long time coming for me to lose.
Well, it's not over till it's over.
Well.
I'm looking at your available players to pick up right now. Looks like you ain't got shit. You're fucked, homie. I'm
man.
doing pretty good, though. So what team in the league has surprised you the most so far?
Honestly, the Steelers are looking pretty decent.
Hey, man. You knew I was going to say that.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. Chiefs
Rude.
are obviously pretty good. Eagles are
Yeah, they're
obviously
2-1.
pretty good. Niners.
Who are the teams that are still 3-0? It'd be the Eagles, Niners, and the Dolphins.
Correct.
Dolphins might be the most impressive.
I mean, they were pretty good last year. Waddle and fucking Hill are bang up
Still
fucking...
3-0 and putting up a 70-20 fucking stat line on the
That's pretty big.
newly coached Sean Payton's Broncos.
Yeah, the fucking
With,
Sean Payton Broncos look like absolute dog shit, bro.
With their quarterback Wilson. Yeah. He's lost a step.
Yeah. Don't let him cook anymore. He'll burn it.
Oh.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. And I heard something about Sean Payton saying, who's the quarterback of the Dolphins? I cannot pronounce his
Tua.
name. Yeah, I like to just call him Tua, too, because that's easier
Tagovailoa?
than Ding
Tagovailoa?
Dong. He said a couple
Tagovailoa.
years
Say it
ago.
with me. Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
There you go.
I'm gonna tag you all over and over and again. He said something a couple years ago that guy would be out of the league like in a couple years. I don't remember the exact quote. Let us know in the comments section. He said something very
Was it in regards to his multiple very bad concussions?
I don't remember, but he just said some negative comments about him, saying that he wasn't long for the league.
Do you remember when we were sitting on that couch watching the game and he got a concussion so bad he went like this with his hands?
Was that him?
Yes.
What team were they playing that game?
It might have been the Steelers.
And when was that? Last year or the year before?
Last year.
Huh. I do remember
You
that.
remember
now.
that?
Yeah,
Where
he
he
was
was like-
throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, he was throwing a fucking gang signs. He had such a bad concussion. I
think-
want to say it was the Steelers, but I could be wrong.
I think Sean Payton said that before even that game.
Oh,
but
well.
yeah, boy, does he have a lot of crow to eat there and egg
Nom
on
nom.
faces.
Crow and egg, my favorite meal.
Yeah, because
Over hard.
Broncos not looking so great. And how about those Colorado Buffaloes?
Garbage.
What?
I don't know. I told you. Oregon's fucking good.
Yeah. Prime, Coach Prime.
Yeah.
They got a hell of a team. Yeah,
They do have a good team, but
They-
Oregon is fucking good. I tried to tell you that.
yeah, they got a reality check, but they didn't have Hunter in that game, their best fucking player.
They haven't played anybody in the top 25 until Oregon.
Isn't it Prime's first year as head coach though?
Mm-hmm.
He said it himself. You better get me now, 'cause this is the worst I'm ever gonna be, and I fucking believe him.
Well, we'll see.
Speaking of black,
Who do they play next week? This week?
I don't know. You could look it up while I find this next clip.
Jesus Christ, I do fucking everything for this goddamn show.
Oh, we could talk about some of the WWE releases.
What are we talking about?
And then
Elias and Ezekiel.
I don't have a clip for this, but I really
Nothing on that?
want to talk. I get it. I really want to talk about it, but I don't got a clip for it, and we can't play YouTube clips. But some AEW controversy, and now I'm even hearing that Edge might have had his last match in WWE and is going to AEW.
When I told you that, you told me I was retarded.
I don't believe it.
It's on the fucking podcast. I know I said it on the podcast. I said he was going to AEW
no, we talked
to have
about that
another
on the
match
phone.
with Christian.
We talked about that on the phone.
No, we didn't.
They're talking about it. I still don't fucking believe it.
Also, Colorado plays USC this weekend.
And they're ranked.
Do not bet on Colorado, please.
And they're ranked
8.
I don't got any fucking money. I ain't betting on shit.
It's because you bet on Colorado last week.
A lot of my bets on Colorado were to not lose by more than 21 points.
What'd they lose by?
Like fucking 35 or some
I tried
shit.
to tell you.
No, let's keep it viewer friendly.
Just don't bet on fucking Colorado this week, please.
I won't. I'm not betting.
I don't
on...
believe you for some reason.
Well, fine. Basically, WWE released fucking. Let's just look at it. Oh god damn it. Well, if you're gonna.
It's dead.
Well, so is.
Say it. The Jews.
So is Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Elias, and Matthew Riddle's WWE career. It's dead.
Hey. You might have to cut this out.
I absolutely will not. Go ahead.
How did Jews get to heaven?
The fiery gates.
Well done. Moving on. You cut that, please. I'm really drunk. I didn't mean to say it.
Clip it. That's an Instagram clip. So you remember me telling me about these fucking wasps outside of my house, right?
Yeah, dude, I do remember the wasps.
Weird that I happened to see this clip a couple days later.
Watch for wasps.
Yeah. This guy takes watch for wasps to a whole new level.
Make sure you drink plenty of water.
Well, someone should tell this guy that, because I'm pretty sure he's drinking straight fucking something else.
What?
PCP.
That's accurate.
Fentanyl.
Are you going to play it or just stare at it?
You wanted him, bitch? Is that who you really wanted? You sure about that? Dun, 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 dun. There he is, bitch.
That should have been the opening clip, to be honest, you know?
What is Daryl's brother from The Walking Dead doing?
I've never seen The Walking Dead, so I can't tell.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
The blue guy that's technically...
Oh, Dave Bautista?
No, technically, Chris,
Cyborg.
Nope. Pratt. Chris Pratt in the movie. His taken in dad, the blue guy.
Oh, yeah, played by, what's his old ass name in the second one?
What? No. Not his real dad. His, like...
You know, superhero movies turn me off.
Pull it up.
I refuse.
Pull up Daryl's brother.
No, I absolutely refuse.
Walking Dead.
Let's look at this.
If you see him, you will understand what the fuck I'm saying. Please.
I do not want to even... No.
Please?
No.
I will walk out.
Bert.
I will walk out.
Bert.
Do it or I walk out.
Walk out. Now I can finally show this clip.
Put him back up to, what's his name? Fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
The backup...
Bobby Boucher.
Sure. I can't remember his name, but he runs harder. He gets more yardage. It's insane.
Are you gonna cry?
No.
Oh, I feel like you were like, he runs harder. He
No.
gets more yardage. Oh,
Just really interested in this.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I felt for you, but
Hold
that. We them boys.
Every time I come here,
what
to do an episode with you, I leave here just so run down.
I'm the happiest I've been all day. Are you proud of yourself?
Show the fucking clip.
All right, well, this is a Tinder date gone wrong, I guess. I think if it was me and this chick's Uggs, I'd say this would be a Tinder date gone right. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Know that we 1 in a million, foot on a gas on a 1, 2, 5. I fucking spin that whip, then whip it, park it off, no tickets. My step tools on just that midget. Before that we already blown up, and with the numbers, know that we 1 in a million, foot on a...
Can you believe you got a shout out in this guy's freestyle?
Dude loves me.
So, we're going to play that again. Because it is a pretty short clip. But, what does it say here? Girls, my Tinder date just started rapping to me. Help. And this bitch records it. Can you do what?
Can I put my puffer on?
I'll tell you what you can do. You can fuck off after leaving the podcast like that.
I didn't leave. I just went pee.
No, you know what happened last time?
I figured that was the best way to go.
You know what happened last time someone left the podcast? It was George on Impulsive to Bobby Lee. And you know what happened a couple weeks later? Guy got booted from the fucking podcast. So you're on thin ice, buddy. Speaking of thin ice.
That's true. He hasn't been on there in a while.
No, he's gone. He's got his own podcast now.
Do you think it was because of Bobby?
Well, it started there. Yeah.
Weird.
And he's had Bobby on that podcast, and they've talked about it.
Really?
They squashed it. I just think Logan Paul's a bitch, but we'll get to that later. No, we only got a couple more things. But Dylan Dennis, before we play this midget clip again, and then we will take a piss, and then we'll wrap it up. We don't have another ad. Yeah, you have to do your puffer, and I got to piss. But Dylan Dennis just posted something last night. I didn't save it because I thought it was bullshit, but he's like, you know what? I'm officially done or whatever. He didn't say that from the fight. Maybe he's going to kill himself. I don't know if he did. Jesus. But he's getting sued by Nina for doing all that shit. But when he said that, a lot of people were thinking he was pulling out of the fight.
That's what I would assume.
And I kind of hope he does. Because then Logan
Mike
Paul.
fucking Perry.
Speaking of Mike Perry,
A lot of people that go over to bare knuckle are surprised at like how little protection you have and how much it hurts. Like that's where Mike Perry fucking shines.
How's he doing right now?
Killing it.
He's killing it?
Killing it. Fucked up Luke Rockhold in his last fight, made him quit, knocked his teeth out. Luke's like, enough.
Dude.
He's fucking everybody up because he's such an animal. Like if you're tough, and there's not a tougher human being alive than Mike Perry. He's like uniquely suited for bare knuckle fighting because he's just such a fucking savage. He's willing to kill or be killed, like legitimately. He's not no fear. He goes in there, kill or be killed, and he's good, man. He knows how to fight bare knuckle. He's clever. A lot of people.
Speaking of good, man.
Dude.
Speaking of good, man.
Yeah?
You know what else is good, man?
What else is good?
The album Arrows by Red Fang, man. Get these fucking beers out of the shop, man.
They're not the sponsor. Why is this one full?
What? Midget.
Nice.
Speaking of good, man.
Cue ball.
The album Arrows by Red Fang, man. Have you heard it, man?
I haven't. Can you tell me about it?
I like to listen to this album, man.
Yeah.
In the morning when I'm on the ice bath, man.
Right.
I get in, I do my deadlifts, man.
Yeah?
All to the album Arrows by Red Fang, man.
Well, you're just explaining your routine. Can you tell me more about the album?
I take in Alpha Brain, man. And Neutronic Greens, man.
That's still just...
Athletic Greens, man.
I don't think you understand me. You're just explaining your routine, what you do every day. Can you tell me about that?
I go to do a podcast, man. I have headphones on, man.
Right.
I'm not listening to the guest, man.
What are you listening
I'm listening to the album Arrows by Red Fang, man.
Okay, well, can you tell me more about the album?
I can tell you this. When I go to Vegas, I'm coming for the UFC, man.
Yeah?
I'm on a pay-per-view, man.
Right.
I'm calling the world's best men and women of mixed martial arts, man.
Right.
They're kicking each other's ass, man.
Okay.
Just like the album Arrows by Red Fang does to me, it kicks my ass, man.
You're not understanding me. Can you just, like, even name one song off the album?
I can tell you this, man. Shane Gillis can drink, man.
We all know this. Bud Light. Is there a song called Bud Light?
Kamaru Usman has to walk up the stairs backwards, man.
Understandable. But what is the album?
Arrows by Red Fang, man.
You're not understanding me.
And if you use promo code MDATM, 25% off your next purchase of the LP Arrows by Red Fang, man.
It's Arrows by LP, man. What did you say? I still don't know anything about
LP Arrows by Red Fang, man.
Arrows by Red Fang. What is it?
Tim Dillon is special, man.
Arrows by Red Fang.
God damn it. Arrows by Red Fang, man. Yeah. It gets you to remember the name. Here, I'll play a song for you after we're done with the pod, which we almost are. And thanks to our last sponsor.
I'm not back on screen yet.
Shh. The LP Arrows by Red Fang, man. And you can also buy it on cassette, CD, stream it.
CD's nuts.
iTunes it, Spotify it. What's that other streaming music service called?
Cox
Plus. And really do appreciate it. I mean, we got a couple more things to talk about. I'm going to give you an option.
Oh.
What do you want to talk about, man?
Okay.
You want to talk about Jimmy Fallon's drinking problem, man?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Russell Brand's rape accusations, man? You want to talk about Britney Spears playing with knives, man? Or do you want to talk about lady who wears pants over her shoulders, man?
Can we do all three? By that, I mean all four.
Well, no, we can't. So we'll do lady with pants over her shoulders and
Okay.
then pick one of the other ones. No, not right now. Think about it while we watch this.
I already know.
Because I don't even remember what this is.
Sure, let's play it.
Oh, I remember now. This is good. Focus on the dog. Let me just say that right now.
That was fucking a whale, my brother.
I thought that was hilarious.
I just drove.
Freedom 7-footer.
Are you just pulling shit out of your ass now?
No, some of these things I don't save for the pod. I just save so I can remember. I don't remember that, but the Celtics also just signed this other guy who played for Cleveland last year. It's very good. I thought it was that for a second. So these are these fucking mummies or these aliens from Mexico.
Oh, it's cake. Oh.
Don't you hate it when they do that?
Dude, everything is cake now.
I know. It's like
everything.
It's like your grandmother, you know, she got her grave defiled and we had to dig her up.
Right.
And here she is. Oh, never mind. It's cake.
It's cake.
Yes.
It's always, if you ever think this isn't cake,
it's cake.
It's cake.
So I just want to do this.
I choose rape.
By
what are you doing?
The Russell Brand shit. We could talk about that.
Sure.
But I gotta play this clip. It's more of a song by Songeria.
Oh.
I think it's one of the best ones he's ever done.
Please, I love it.
And I don't think they played it on Dudesy. It's gone a little bit unnoticed.
Oh.
You know, I'm actually friends with this guy on Instagram. No big deal. But
are you in his chat?
I've talked to him.
Testeria?
No, but I've talked to him.
Oh, he put me in Testeria. It's like some chat on Instagram.
You get checked out or something?
Not yet. You will.
You invite me? Invite me?
You want me to invite you?
Okay. I feel a little bit left out.
You want to do it right now?
I'll do it later. But just please remember to.
Okay.
Because if you're being serious, I'm a little bit bummed out. Especially after the first time Duty, shared you. That was totally my idea.
2 times.
But I've been talking to Songeria for a long time.
It's been 2.
It's hard. Let's look at this. This is so fucking good, dude. This is so good.
Crows are very smart. This is your crow.
He's so good at this.
Stole my hat.
And also, this is Raging Bull footage in the back. Great movie.
Get mad. Do something bad. Crow sleeps all day. Drink champagne. Eats hat hay. Crows are very smart. Yeah, they still have it. You think it's cute how he bites your nose and farts in your soup. But one day soon, you're gonna see your crow is a bitch with a small PP. So I'll make you a deal, fair and square. Know you're hiding the crow. Just tell me where. But you can just listen to this. Drink too much water, take too much piss. Tip for tat, just for that. Hit you in the dick, baseball bat. Tip for tat, just for that. Hit you in the dick, baseball bat. Yoga on your mat, GPT on your chat. Tell your fucking crow, give me back my hat. Give me back my hat. Give me back my hat. Hit you in the dick, baseball bat. Dude, your crow. Dude. Dude, your crow. Dude.
Dude, that was a fucking vibe.
How good was that?
That was so good.
Dude, shout out Songeria, man. That dude is so good. He started a podcast just to have Chad Colchin on his podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, but
garbage.
I'm sure it was fine, but I didn't, I think he even went beyond the 20 minutes. I think since Songeria has been such a a crucial staple to the Dudes Eat
Sure.
Pod show.
Sure.
I think he might have just done a full pod with him, but no, I'm not fucking here to talk shit about anyone except
Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer. He fucking brings it on himself.
Yeah.
So, Post Malone don't know who I am? How does Post Malone not know who I am? I took my daughter to Metallica. They're like, please, Dad, we don't want to be in the VIP. So there I am. I'm taking a picture of James Hetfield. And I asked Five Finger Death Punch. They asked me if I want to go backstage.
I think it's Hetfield.
That's what I said, James Hetfield. And they asked me if I want to go backstage. And I'm like, I'm just trying. And all these people are taking pictures of me. I'm like, guys, I'm just trying to enjoy the show.
You crow. It's good.
Het. That's what I said, James Hetfield.
I just want to bring this up real quick.
Yeah.
This is going to be the last clip, but this was important.
I thought we talked about
because-
this. Didn't we talk about this?
No, we definitely didn't.
Okay.
So this guy might have a little bit of tism.
T to the I to the S to the M, tism.
This is when the Eagles played the Minnesota Vikings. It was a Thursday night football game. And honestly, I was not in the mood for football.
This was last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what day is today? Wednesday.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah. So 2 weeks ago. So the second game of the season.
It's Thursday, by the way.
It is?
100%.
Yeah, who's playing tonight?
Bears and Lions.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Well, this guy, I seen this clip.
That was pretty good.
So I started watching that game during the fourth quarter. I didn't see the first 3 quarters. So I'm watching the fourth quarter. The Eagles are kind of whooping the Vikings' ass. And then I'm just scrolling on Instagram as one does when they're not really intrigued by something they're watching. And I see this fucking pop up, right? So I watch it. And he gives a prediction of what he thinks is. This is a Super Eagles fan with some tism. He gives a prediction of what he thinks is going to happen in that game. And I'm surprised that no one reposted this shit. Because this dude absolutely 100% nails the prediction. And it is insane. And it hasn't been talked about it. So what do we do here on MDATM?
We talk about it.
We bring up the tism.
Always tism.
Well, you seem like you want to say something, so go ahead and ruin my segue once again.
I fucked up. It's Lions and the Packers.
Oh, my.
And it's 34-17.
With who?
Who do you think?
Lions winning. So let's look at this Eagles fan. I'm not saying he has tism. You said that.
Yeah, he definitely does.
But
I don't mean
just
that
let
in a
it
bad
be
way.
known.
My wife has tism. Moving on.
Yeah, she does. But just let it be known that I didn't see this. It was like 12 hours earlier this got posted, but I didn't see this till the fourth quarter. So I saw this, and then I look at the score, and I looked at like the stats, and I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking Rain Man over here. So just know that everything he's about to say, he's predicting it like, yeah, this is Matty Over-Explains, fuckface.
I didn't say anything.
Just let it be known, this guy is predicting this like 18 hours in advance. Some people with tism know what they're talking about when it comes to football. Tisms love football.
Mm-hmm.
I had to over-explain that.
Some tisms like
It was
baseball.
fucking 2 weeks ago. No one knows what I'm talking about. Let's look at it.
I had like chills this morning. I'm thinking about the game. I'm thinking about
I
how the
over-explained
defense is
so
going to
much, my
play.
cigarette went out.
Are we going to run the ball? Is Jalen Hurts going to play better than he did last week? Because he didn't have a Jalen Hurts game. I mean, everybody knows that. So they got to clean up their mistakes. We have a lot of
Sounds like
injuries
Kippy and
tonight.
Foley.
But DeAndre
At any
Swift,
moment,
I
he's
think
gonna say
really going to
Hughie.
step up for the Birds and 6-point win.
Calling it.
They won by 6 points.
I like that. So how are you going to last this whole time? You got a long way to go here.
Well, listen, this is what I do. I'm usually the first one down here, You do. You go to sleep early. I went to bed early last night. You get up
Look.
and you know what you got. Like
So that's
my
a that's a
tickets
new
are in the
comment.
end
I did
zone.
not
I'm
fucking
in
see
section
that.
128. I'm right there, 20 rows from the field. Why wouldn't you want to be down here for a game like this?
That was not there.
This is prime time.
That was
The
that was
whole
1 week
world
ago.
gets to see
Worder.
the Eagles play. So I had like chills this morning. I'm thinking about the game.
So, do you see that comment that I liked?
I did.
So there was nothing like that. ESPN should have reposted that fucking clip. This dude should be famous right now.
Yup.
He should be the dude on a skateboard drinking,
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice. Because.
Whoa.
Not what?
You said cranberry juice.
I got Tissam as well.
Oh, moving on.
He not only called the Eagles winning by 6 points. He called for Swift to have like a huge game.
And
he had
did.
170 fucking yards. And he's like, I'm not sure if Jalen Hurts is going to have an uncharacteristic Jalen Hurts game like he did last week. And he did. And Swift won him that fucking game. And he called for a 6-point Eagles win. Give this guy a fucking podcast on YMH.
Why is that your
MH.
Is that your Philadelphia accent? Because it's awful.
No, I was not doing that. That was just me pumped up.
You were talking like him, though.
Oh, I think I got a little bit of autism.
That's better.
I wasn't trying to do that.
Worder.
Here, you give your best.
Worder. Hoagie. Ham.
Say it in a sentence, fucker.
That's all I got.
All right.
I went home. Got a
You
hoagie.
sound Australian.
Got a hoagie.
Australian.
And drink some Worder.
Oh, yeah. Okay, one more clip, and then we'll talk about Russell Brand raping people.
Yeah? Yeah. Trash.
I want to marry this chick. Let's watch that one more time.
I've seen this so many times.
The audience hasn't, fucker. Dude, you know how impressive that is?
You know how hard I am?
You know, fucking...
Say it. Say it.
That's about it. Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. She attended a Chiefs game. Travis Kelce scored a touchdown. The Swifties are going crazy. The Swifties are all Chiefs fans. You know, they're the same age.
Who?
Swifty and Kelce.
Yeah.
They'll both be 34 at the end of this year.
Yeah.
They're a match made in heaven. I love it.
I love these two together. I'm not even going to lie to you.
You know, and I hear they were both young when they first saw her.
Don't quote Taylor Swift right now, please.
And Mommy said stay away from Julie. Yeah. I remember being in high school.
You're trying to quote a fucking Taylor Swift song.
I don't know
in
the
front
words.
of me, and I know every word, and you're butchering it.
No, I know, and that's why I said that. I remember being in high school. This is how long Swifty's been around.
Nope.
I remember being in high school when you had the hots for really young Taylor Swift. But to be fair, you were.
I was very young as well.
You were younger at the time.
She's 3 years older than me. So.
No, 2. But nice try.
I'm 31.
When you first saw her.
No, right now.
Right now? She'll be 34 in December.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, you're pretty young. You're a young bull still.
I'll be 32 in May.
So she's 2 years older than me. 2.5 years older.
2 3/4.
Yeah, you're too young for her. She'd probably fuck someone like me, though.
I would murder that pussy.
No,
That's it out loud. Cut it.
Because you know who's murdering that pussy?
Travis Kelce?
He's putting 7 points in the pay dirt.
I feel like he put 6, but it's fine. I get what you're saying.
No, because then his buddy comes in and spits on her face. And this has been Maddie Daddy in the Midget podcast. I am Matty Daddy. X gonna give it to you. Because I got nothing else. We'll talk about those Russell Brand rape accusations some other time. And I'm here with...
Jake. Spit in her mouth, the midget Hilsebeck.
And wow, what a great pod show. You got anything else to say?
I can't say anything after that. That was a bow at the fucking present, dude.
That was pretty good, huh? Do we dare do the thing where we try and do a fucking last clip, me not knowing, having any idea what it is?
Please.
Oh, actually, we just stumbled upon the fucking Holy Grail.
Don't wink at me. I was twitching.
Let's look at this.
Moving on.
I think fucking Stiopic would fucking rack him. You pissed that motherfucker off from Cleveland, and he'll because he'll say it. You better do the fucking steroids. Stiopic is crazy. I love that motherfucker.
You want another? Born in America.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he is, but his name is Mayochik. Okay?
Definitely born and raised in Cleveland.
The fucking pit bulls. I hope they put him against Mayochik. I will fly to fucking Cleveland. No steroids. Put him in there against Stiopic. Whatever. I love that Cleveland motherfucker, dude.
Stipe. Just call him Stipe.
Yeah, but they don't want to give him who he's supposed to fight.
Who's he supposed to fight?
He's supposed to fight that fucking Khabib. And Habib. End of story.
They want to
I
give
want
you
to see Khabib. That's the fight.
Habib.
That's it. End of story. Memorial Day weekend.
It's a lightweight versus heavyweight.
Habib.
Ferguson. Give Ferguson.
Say Habib Woodley is going to fight.
Tyrone Woodley. That was already established in New York. Tyrone Woodley.
Tyron
Woodley is the seed of him talking back and forth with Tyron.
I did see that.
Woodley. Okay, that's the fucking seed. Okay,
Jesus Christ.
That's the fucking seed.
Stiopic. And thanks for tuning in to episode
Mayochik.
65 of Khabib. Matty Daddy and the Midget podcast. And we'll catch you fuckers next time. Bye-bye.
Don't.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.